War is a devastating reality that has plagued humanity throughout history. It brings destruction, loss, and suffering on an unimaginable scale. I firmly believe that war is bad for individuals, families, and entire nations. The toll it takes on human life is staggering. Every conflict leaves behind a trail of grief and trauma that can last generations. We see it in the eyes of children who lose parents, in the communities torn apart, and in the veterans who return home, haunted by their experiences. But let's not ignore the complexities of this issue. I understand that some argue wars can be necessary. They believe that sometimes conflicts arise that cannot be resolved through dialogue or diplomacy. They point to historical examples where war was seen as the only option to confront tyranny or protect human rights. I get that perspective, but I still struggle with the idea that violence can never be justified. When we engage in war, we often lose sight of our shared humanity. We dehumanize the enemy, reducing them to mere targets, forgetting that they too have families, dreams, and aspirations. The aftermath of war is not just physical destruction. It's the psychological scars that linger long after the guns have fallen silent. The cycle of violence perpetuates itself, breeding resentment and hatred that can last for generations. Now, I hear the argument that sometimes war is the only way to achieve peace. But at what cost? The notion that we can achieve a lasting resolution through violence is flawed. History has shown us that wars often lead to more conflict, not less. The peace that follows is frequently fragile, built on a foundation of unresolved grievances. We must also consider the economic impact of war. Resources that could be used for education, healthcare, and infrastructure are diverted to fund military operations. This not only stunts the growth of societies, but also exacerbates poverty and inequality. The ripple effects of war extend far beyond the battlefield, affecting countless lives in ways we often overlook. In the end, while I can acknowledge the arguments for war as a necessary evil, I cannot shake the belief that it is ultimately a failure of humanity. We have the capacity for dialogue, for understanding, and for compromise. It's crucial that we strive for solutions that prioritize peace over conflict. So yes, wars may sometimes seem necessary in the heat of the moment, but we must always remember the broader implications. War is bad for mankind. It's a lesson we must learn if we hope to build a future where conflicts are resolved through understanding and cooperation rather than violence. Together, we can work towards a world where war is not seen as a solution, but as a last resort, one we hope to avoid at all costs.